Supergirl. Now, there's going to be some mild spoilers here, but some of these mild spoilers are regarding a movie from last year, and some of these are regarding the backstory of Superman and Supergirl, which is from an entire century at this point. So, you know, unknot your nuts, right? Okay. Supergirl is not doing well at the box office, and I am stumped as to why. I don't want to damn it with faint praise, okay? But this was not a bad movie by any means. This was actually a pretty good film. I have a high bar for certain things. There's like a movie that I cannot stop watching again. If I'm like, I'm going to watch it again, and I'm just stuck. Even though I've seen it like 20 times, I'll see it again. This is not one of those. But this is one of those movies that is like, oh yeah, I haven't watched that in a while. Yeah, that sounds really good. Yeah, let's give that a go. That's a good movie. It is a good time. And I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with the critics on this one, because it's only getting like 50% off of Rotten Tomatoes. And I don't get it. So here's the basic plot and the stuff you know from the advertising. Young girl, family gets killed by intergalactic brigands, and Supergirl is a fallen drunken Ronin. It's one of those stories. This is a fallen Ronin finds redemption storyline. It's a classic, and it's done pretty well, and it's fun. We also have Jason Momoa along as Lobo. It's a DC fan favorite, and really, people are like, what's Lobo doing in this movie? Lobo presents the other side of two things for the little girl. He's got Supergirl on one side and Lobo on the other. And Lobo is very enthusiastic about just being a mother, just with you up. Take his head off. I don't care. Man's got to have a code. And Supergirl is all like, you don't want to do that, because I know what it'll do to you. I am a world-class hater, all right? When I hate something, I will hate it so well. I'm a professional. I know how to hate things. I didn't hate this. I mean, I'm trying to think about a single part of the film that made me go, oh, f this movie. There's nothing in the movie that makes me go, f this movie. There's a little bit of a slow part, like about midway through, but that's kind of a staging thing. It's not the movie thing. It picks back up real quick after that. Why is everyone so down on this one? I don't understand. There's nothing badly made about this film. There's no bad acting. The direction is good. It looks good. There are some fun moments in it. I got some genuine laughs here and there. I got some genuine moments here and there. This is the kind of anger and bile I see reserved for movies that, you know, like Craven the Hunter, right? That was bad. Madam Web, that was bad. This is not that. You couldn't pay me to sit through that. This, I will watch this more than once in the years to come. I love how they use Superman in this, because he's not in it to solve anybody's problems. He is a background character. He shows up in a flashback and at the very end and on a phone call. He's not in it to step on anybody's toes. And it works because he's kind of a grounding influence in this. Okay, here's where I'm going to get into the Taco Bell mildest of spoilers. By which I mean, this is you should know. If you know anything about Superman, right? So Superman, and some people are going to be screaming their head off me talking about this, which is Superman is the last son of Krypton. He left Krypton as a baby and the planet exploded. His parents put him on a spaceship, sent him up here. He didn't land on Earth, was adopted, all that. So Krypton gone. Supergirl has always had a slightly different twist to that. And And it wasn't until recently in the newest incarnation that somebody went, wouldn't that f you up? You see, Supergirl didn't leave Krypton as a baby. Supergirl grew up in Argo City, which depends on the continuity. Argo City, and like I've seen some places it was like another planet in Krypton's system, or it was in this instance, it was a city evacuated Krypton in a bubble. And she grew up with Kryptonians, with a family, with a mom and a dad in a Kryptonian society. And even if they don't use the Argo City stuff, she grew up on Krypton. She knows that society. It was all she had ever known. But everyone in Argo City is starting to suffer from kryptonite poisoning. So they send Kara away. Someone looked at that and went, oh, that's got survivor's guilt written all the over it. That would break somebody's brain. How everybody else you knew, your parents, your friends, your family, everybody you've ever known your entire life is slowly dying around you, and you are sent away and they all die. And that's what you have to, that'll f you up. She is suffering from survivor's guilt. All she has left is Kal-El and Earth, which is not her home, nothing resembling her home. And Kal-El doesn't get it. He grew up on Earth. He doesn't even speak the language. So it's left her a mess. And also, in regards to last year's Superman, this kind of fixes something from that movie that the weakest part of James Gunn's Superman was making Jor-El into a weird eugenicist, crypto-fascist, space Nazi motherfucker. What the f is that? Because that implied that Superman comes from Nazi world. And his heritage as Kryptonian is space Nazis, which I was like, don't love that. So they had to change that, or at least alter it for Supergirl, because if Supergirl is having survivor's guilt over Nazi world, the audience is pretty much like, yes, yeah, so what? Your parents were Nazi. There's even like a throwaway line in there during a flashback about how Jor-El's kind of weird. It really undermines Supergirl's story. You can't have Supergirl come from space Nazis, because then her survivor's guilt, it's just like, no, f you, kid. You pining for the Nazis. F off. They did fix that, and I like that. I like that Jor-El was a weird in space Rush Limbaugh listening, space Fox News watching motherfucker. Space Elon Musk. Except instead of the rocket exploding, the entire planet exploded. But I don't know what James Gunn was going for there, and I really don't want to see worse from that in Man of Tomorrow, because I don't know. We'll see when that comes. If that well, no, that's shooting right now, so it will. That might be the last one we see, though. Warner Brothers, Paramount, that whole nonsense. This is a good movie. It's not a great movie, but it's not a bad movie. It's a fun watch. Millie Alcock does a great job. And the story is pretty cut and dried. It's a classic. One of the complaints they had was the villain was weak. The villain's not the point. The villain is not the bad guy. He is not the obstacle. He is not the antagonist. The antagonist is grief. How do I pick that up? And critics are like, he's a stupid villain. He's one note. He's two-dimensional. Well, for one thing, he's not important. He's just there to be a step along the storyway. He's not what the movie's about. But for another, if you want to talk about two-dimensional stupid villains, have you looked outside lately? There were some complaints because the ending, this is based on a comic. This is actually based on a comic pretty closely based on it, in fact, about Kara with the survivor's guilt stuff. They did change the ending. I didn't mind. It made sense to me. You can't always one for one adapt stuff. I've had to learn to accept that a lot of times with a lot of adaptations. And I've seen adaptations the changes way worse. In fact, I don't even think this one up in my estimation. It worked just fine for me. Yeah, Beth in the channel is saying the villain of Thunderbolts was needing therapy. And everybody thought that one was great. I'm going to tell you, I like this better than Thunderbolts. I've only rewatched Thunderbolts like once. I'm going to see Supergirl at least 5 or 6 times once it comes out on a video. I'm pretty sure I will. Should you see? Yeah, go see this. It's a good time. I don't know why everybody's all like, this is a movie you can sit through in the theater. And it's fun. And it's good. It's got some good action. It's got some pretty good fights. They let a Kryptonian cut loose a few times, which is really cool to see. Like, Superman didn't quite get to cut loose as much as I would want in Superman. And if you sat through Superman, you're like, what more did you want him to do? You can see that in Supergirl. What more did I? Oh, she kind of goes a little further than Cal did. You'll see. You should see. Go see. The critics are wrong. This is a good movie. It's not the best movie in the world, but it's a really good, solid action flick. And it's fun, and it's thoughtful, and it's memorable. And I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what more people want. Go the movie.